Hi and welcome to Bedecked in the Burbs. I'm back. If you first found me during Vlogmas, hi, welcome. If you found me from my suburbs video, welcome. There'll be more of that content coming up. And if you've been with me for a while, welcome back. And Happy New Year. I am in my New Year's outfit. It is New Year's Eve as I'm recording. And in this video, I'm going to go through kind of a recap of this year and the outlook for 2024. So I did include links in the description if you want to skip ahead to any section that, you know, interests you more than others. That's fine, no hard feelings. First of all, it's only a few days since Vlogmas wrapped, and I wanted to kind of recap how Vlogmas went. I think it went pretty well. I actually did end up posting every day with one caveat. I was trying to post on the 22nd, but I didn't have Wi-Fi. So I ended up posting one on the 23rd and two on the 24th. So that was fine. If you're going back and watching my Vlogmas videos, you may notice one is missing. I think number 12 or something, because creepy people be creepy. So I had to take one down. It happens when you're online sometimes. But I think it went pretty well. I could not have done it without CapCut on my phone. I mean, the videos look and sound better when I'm using this camera, and I use Camtasia for editing on my computer. It's probably not the best software. At some point I'll upgrade to something else, but it totally works and it's relatively easy to use too. So I've been using Camtasia this whole time. But I needed to get these out quick. So for a lot of episodes, I just used CapCut and recorded on my phone, and that saved me. I did want to touch on the bread making episode. I had a whole half hour of footage on my camera from us actually making the bread that failed. And I have the exact moment where things went wrong. Okay, it'll be fine. I'm an idiot. Okay, so that's gonna be fun to clean out. Okay. All right, excuse. But after the fact, I was just done. I'm like, I don't have the time or the energy to edit this into the video. No, I'm not doing it. No, it's not happening. Christmas was very nice. It was a Taylor Swift Christmas. We got a lot of, I gave and received some Taylor Swift related stuff. And also the Eras Tour came out for rental. So we got the 48-hour rental and all watched it together like 3 times before the rental expired. My brother-in-law gets really into it. I get really into it. And I didn't feel like I could really get into it at the theater for fear of embarrassing my daughters, but we're with family, so I didn't even care. I was belting out. It was so much fun. So I'm really hoping I can convince everyone to get together for the tour next year in Indiana, because that's as close as she's coming, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. The rest of Christmas kind of took a turn because my youngest got strep, and then shortly after I got a fever, and my oldest got a fever on the way home, and we all have sore throats. My oldest and I are negative for everything, so I think it's just a cold. I think it's just part of the virus, but it didn't turn into strep. I don't know. So I'm still planning on partying tonight for a little bit. That's why I'm in this stuff, I think. But we drove home from Maine. We didn't really hit any traffic. We flew through Chicago on the way home. If you followed along with Vlogmas, please let me know in the comments what your favorite episode was. It seemed to be the most popular ones were like try-ons or hauls, which makes sense because that is the point of my channel. You know, in a way, that and like fashion advice and stuff like that. So that's not surprising that those were the most popular episodes. Those are probably my favorite too. And let me know if you think I should do this next year. I know some people do like the 12 days of Vlogmas, and maybe I would do that. Who knows? Who knows what next year will bring? But that is my Vlogmas recap. The next thing I wanted to cover in my wrap up is fashion, specifically my personal fashion. What did I think of it in 2023? Was I trying to focus on, and what will I try to focus on in 2024? In 2023, I turned 40, so I was really trying to focus on clothes that were true to myself. I also went through a pretty, I guess this is more 2022, but I had gone through a pretty major body change. I had worked with a wellness coach and ended up losing 20 pounds in 2022. And then in 2023, I gained every single one of those pounds back. So we'll talk about wellness in the next section. But as far as fashion goes, I was trying to only buy and wear things that felt like me. I also really enjoy trying trends, so I'm not going to stop doing that, even though I'm in my 40s and I'm trying to hone my personal style. But I had come up with when I turned 40 in February, I had posted a video on, words that describe my style. So I do kind of have those in mind when I look at clothes. Like, am I buying this piece of clothing because everybody else has it? Or does it fit into my aesthetic now, or an aesthetic I want to move into? I mean, I still get influenced. I still want to try things. And especially I want to try things just because I like to try new things, but also to bring them to you and be like, this is what happens in the real world in an office setting when you wear something crazy like red satin pajamas, for example. So I do want to continue to try trends in the future, but I also want to have clothes that fit my body. That is the most important thing. And in 2022, I got rid of a lot of my bigger clothes. And I think I kind of have to admit that I'm going to fluctuate in weight. So it's not the worst thing in the world to have smaller clothes and bigger clothes. Luckily, I only fluctuated like one size, so it really wasn't the end of the world, but it was incredibly frustrating for a few months to not fit into my clothes again. I think I'm just gonna have to deal with that by mindfully adding new pieces, and I'm not gonna get rid of the smaller clothes. I'm gonna get rid of some of them. I'm going to keep the special ones, the ones I paid a lot of money for. But yeah, I still love color. I still, neutrals I'm trying to appreciate, but I really resonate with bright colors. So I'm going to try to work that in an approachable way, but also an exuberant way and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I see my fashion going. I still need it to fit my lifestyle. I still work in an office setting, so it's still gonna be mostly business casual. And I still live in the suburbs, which is the point of my channel. And we will get into that too. But I touched on the wellness thing when I said I fluctuate weight a lot, and I just do. I mean, every few years, almost exactly every 3 or 4 years, I tend to lose a lot of weight. And then the next year I gain it all back. And it sucks. I thought last year I had it down, but then I went on a couple trips and my kids weren't here. So my husband and I were eating out every night, and it just kind of all came back. So for this year for wellness, I'm the wellness coach I worked with in 2022 reached out to me again, and he's like, I have this small group program starting up. It's a 15-week program where you go to the gym 4 times a week. It's a huge commitment, but I mean, I want to go to the gym more. So maybe this is the outlet to make me go to the gym more. My goals this year, while it would be nice to fit into those smaller clothes, that is not going to be my goal starting out. My goal starting out is to just go. I mean, maybe I can use this as a bulk period where I just eat the same and work out 4 times a week, so I gain that muscle, and then after the 15 weeks I can decide if I want to do a cut or not. I haven't decided yet, but I'm not going to worry as much about cutting calories in the first 3 months of the year, at least. But I want to get stronger. It's my belief that lifting weights is the best way to be injury-free and pain-free for as long as possible in life. And my long-term goal is I want to be a buff granny. Like the fitness influencers that inspire me lately are at least 20 years older than me. yeah, 20 or so years older than me. Those are the fitness influencers that inspire me now. So yes, I want to be a fit granny, and to do that, I'm going to have to start going to the gym and lifting a lot more often. I don't want to care about the weight as often. I want to care about my health. So I will be eating, I will be meal planning, I will be like focusing on good stuff into my body, but I'm not going to beat myself up about the bad stuff. I need to work on my mindset way more than my body, because lifting makes me feel good, but I beat myself up a lot, you know, when I make mistakes or fall off the wagon, and I get really down on myself, and I don't want that. I really want to work on mindset this year. Like I said, I turned 40 in February, and I went to Vegas for my 40th birthday. I may be going again for my 41st. I don't know if the stars are going to align this time, because my husband has another work thing there, and another one of his work trips, if he qualifies for it this year, is Los Cabos. And we're gonna bring the kids to that one if he goes. That's up in the air. I don't know if it's happening. So the only 2 trips I have planned are Vegas and Los Cabos. But last year it was Vegas and Italy, and both vacations were amazing. I had so much fun, and I got to pack a lot of great clothes. I loved what I wore on both vacations. I don't think there's gonna be anything quite that exciting this year, but if there is, you can follow along with me, and I will go through what I did and what I wore and everything like that. So I mentioned my husband's job. As far as what I'm gonna do from a business aspect, like I said, I started this channel to be content marketing for my styling services. I'm going to be very, very honest with you, because this is going to be a vulnerable moment. Can't remember if I've mentioned this before, but I'm gonna mention it again. I've only had one paying style client, and that was this year. It is someone I worked with a lot in the past, and he was kind of, I don't know, paying it forward because he's got some career changes, stuff like that, and he wanted a kind of different look. So we had a style call, and I gave him some ideas and sent him a Pinterest board with a bunch of different ideas on there, and got paid for it. I gave him a discount, of course, because he's my first client. I hope it went okay. I hope he was satisfied with what he got. Will I be doing more styling in 2024? I hope so. I still have my full-time job, and I found I can only focus on so many things at a time. So I know at some point I need to go out and actively pursue getting more stylist clients. I don't feel like I'm there yet. So if you know someone who would like to use my service, I could pretty much guarantee you're gonna get a discounted rate right now. And I'll probably ask you for a testimonial. Yeah, I love to get out there and help more people get dressed and feel excited about getting dressed, because I certainly do. As far as my writing goes, I don't think I wrote at all in 2023. Yeah, because 2022 is when I went to the writers conference, so I don't think I wrote at all in 2023. I take that back. I did start a short story, but it didn't get very far. So yeah, no, that did not get very far. If I ever find myself without a full-time technical writing job, I do intend to work fiction writing back into my day. That would be really important to me. So stay tuned on that. I don't know where that path is going to take me, but I don't want to be done forever. Because whenever people who know I'm a writer ask me, what are you working on? I'm like, nothing. And I don't want to always say nothing. Yes, I published 7 books, won a couple awards. That's awesome, but I'd like to think I have more in me. That's the stylist and the writing. What about Bedecked? What is the future of Bedecked? I gained some followers this year, so thank you very much if you followed me in 2023. And for the people who've been with me since the beginning, you already know I love you. I kind of pivoted in 2023 to be even more specific to suburbia. So there's that, and that is the direction I intend to continue on throughout the year. So it's going to be more videos about advice, about how to use current and classic trends and things that are tips and tricks that are trending on whatever platform, how you can use it and incorporate that into your style and your lifestyle, how to make it make sense in the suburbs in which we live. Make it make sense. So that is that is the trajectory still. of Bedecked in the Burbs for 2024. And of course, in there I will have hauls and shopping videos, try-on, stuff like that, because I just think they're fun and I like shopping. But if there is anything you in particular would like to see, please comment below or contact me directly and let me know, because I really do want this to be useful to you. I don't want to just add to the noise. I want to add value to the platform we know as YouTube and to your lives. I want to provide entertainment and value and a little bit of comic relief like I provide for the people in my life. So I will tell you about my mishaps too, don't you worry. Like when I fail at making bread. Oh, I also resolve, here's my only resolution I will give for this year. I am going to resolve to try to say less in videos for my own sanity while I'm editing. So that is my resolution, say less. I would love to grow more, so if you have someone you know who would enjoy this video, please do share it with them. If you are not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing to this video. It really does help. And of course, like and hit the bell. I'm doing this all out of order. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever. You know what to do. Stay tuned because next week I have a really good one. I recorded next week's episode back in November, but I didn't post it because of Vlogmas and everything. But I think it's really good. I think it's entertaining and very useful. I'm being very general because I don't want to give anything away, but I think it's a really good video. I think it's going to be helpful. So definitely stay tuned and come back next week to see that. And thank you so much for watching Bedecked in the Burbs in 2023. I hope you have a happy new year and I will see you in 2024. Bye.